who had bought their positions. Some wealthy men even bought them for their sons. If his father paid enough money, even a baby could list as a commander of a regiment. In America, the system was different. American militiamen elected their own officers from among their friends and neighbors. They called them by their first names and didn't bother to salute. No one expected it. All right, so I'm going to stop there. Everyone go back. Don't flip. Go back. I'm going to stop there. The first thing Ms. Ziegler noticed was that this section began with a note that the British Army was the strongest in the world. That's point of view. But then as I was reading, I noticed that I was learning information about the Army in the colony. This makes me think the author might compare two armies. I'm going to jot down some things I just learned about the people in the colonies. So first, now that I know there are two militias that they're talking about, two colonies. So this could possibly be, and here's my structures. I know that we've learned about the different text structures, so when they're comparing, it could be compare and contrast. But I have to continue to read to actually make sure. But because I'm staying engaged with my text, that's what I'm thinking. So Ms. Ziegler is thinking that my text could be what? What structure?
Compare and contrast.
And what are they comparing?
The two British.
Not two wars, but two
armies.
Not colonies.
Armies.
Two armies. Two armies. Let me keep reading to see. So I know that they have colonies have militia. Militia are groups of men between 16 and 65. Militia are worried about defending their own village or colony. They don't have uniforms. They don't understand war, and they don't have guns. It seems like this information that could be a description of the militia or the group of people defending the colonies. But what I'm going to do is to continue to read to make sure. All right. All right. I'm on 21 now. The Americans could not begin to match the British in equipment. Militiamen had to provide their own weapons. Most only had a musket, a horn to hold gunpowder and mold for making bullets, and a small supply of ammunition. Officers sometimes carried swords as well. As war loomed closer, the militias practiced loading their muskets every day. But they didn't practice firing because they didn't have enough ammunition. All right, so I'm going to stop there. When we started reading this section, I noticed that the first part talked about the British officers. But then the next paragraph began with, in America, the system was different. So I know British soldiers, but then it said, in America, the system was different. And I know when I compare and contrast, I'm looking for the similarities and the what? Differences. Okay. This makes me think that they are comparing and contrasting the two groups. When I look at the anchor chart, I see one way to organize my notes in my chart. So Ms. Ziegler made a T-chart. I know we practice with graphic organizers. Graphic organizers are important because they are a place for you to organize your thoughts. So Ms. Ziegler